In this video, we're going to look at how to use our log laws to simplify some expressions. Let's take a look. Okay, so we've got a bunch of expressions here that we're going to simplify. Just as a reminder of our log laws, our three laws are log, and I'm just going to put the base in, it can be anything. Log base x of AB is log base x of A plus log base x of b, so that's the addition law. The subtraction law is that log base x of a divided by b is log base x of a minus log base x of b, and the final law is that if you've got log base x of a to the power b, then that is b times log base x of a. Okay, let's have a look at these. So write the following as following a single logarithms. So I want to combine these together. Well, I do have a rule that helps me combine two logs separated by a negative. It's this one here. Only problem is I have this pesky coefficient at the front here, and the law that I've got here does not allow for there to be coefficients at the front. But look, I've also got a law that allows me to deal with coefficients at the front. That too at the front can be moved up as a power. That is the same as log base 3 of 6 squared minus log base 3 of 2. That's just this law. Okay, we had the coefficient at the front and we just moved it up as a power up here. Okay, so that is log base 3 of 36 minus log base 3 of 2. And finally, now we can use our subtraction law, because I can just have that as log base 3 of 36 divided by 2, which is 18. So there it is as a single logarithm. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, so once again, we've got a coefficient at the front here, which we need to deal with before we combine them. So I can do that by raising that up as a power. So that's log base 2 of 3 cubed. So I've moved the coefficient up as a power, just like I did just using this rule. And then I've got plus log base 2 of 1/9. Now it's an addition law, so I can multiply these two numbers. So let's just simplify it one step at a time. So log base 2 of 9 plus log base 2 of 1/9. My addition law says I can just multiply those two numbers and get log base 2 of 9 times a ninth, which is 1. Now, there it is, a single logarithm. In fact, log base 2 of 1 has an answer. Log base 3 of 18 has an answer, but it's a weird decimal because 3 to the power what is 18? Don't know. 2 to the power what equals 1? 2 to the power of 0 is 1. So, in fact, this is just 0. But if it's said right as a single logarithm, that's the single logarithm. It's just the answer to that is 0. Okay, last one here. So I can deal with this coefficient in the normal way, which is raising it up as a power, log base 5 of 2 squared. Okay, this is fine. I can combine that with this log, but how on earth am I going to combine it with this 2? I don't have any laws for incorporating numbers. So let's just think, how could I express this as a log? Well, I could express it as a log in terms of base 5 for saying, well, it's log base 5 of 25. And the reason is that 25 is 5 squared, 5 to the power 2. Yeah, this log says 5 to the power what is 25, and the answer is 2. So now I've got them all as logs. I can use my rules. So I've got log base 5 of 4, because 2 squared is 4, minus log base 5 of 8, plus log base 5 of 25. So firstly, my subtraction law, I can just divide these. So that's log base 5 of 4 divided by 8. So that's log base 5 of half. And then I'm adding log base 5 of 25. And my addition law says I can just multiply these, since it's log base 5 of this plus log base 5 of that. So that's log base 5, and if I multiply 25 and a half, I get 25 over 2. So there it is as a single logarithm. All right, let's have a look at some more algebraic examples. All right, these ones say write the following in terms of log base x of a, log base x of b, and log base x of c. So I've kind of got to pull this all apart now. So first thing I think I can do is my subtraction law, because I've got log base x of some stuff divided by some stuff. So that's going to be the same as log base x of a cubed b squared minus log base x of c. Okay, so I've got my log base x of c there. What about this one? Well, I can use my addition law. So log base x of a cubed plus log base x of b squared minus log base x of c. I'll move over here so I've got some more space. I can now use my power law and move that power down to the front. So I'll get 3 log base x of a plus 2 log base x of b minus log base x of c. And there we have it all in terms of log base x of a, log base x of b, and log base x of c. Can we do the same here? Right, log base x of the square root of x. Well, the square root, remember, is a power of a half. So this is the same as log base x of ax to the half. So there are a few things we could do here, but I think what I'm going to suggest is moving this half down to the front. So half of log base x of ax. And now we can work on this. Now, I better just almost consider that half as being pulled out of some big brackets, and now use my addition law for the logarithm. So the addition law will say that this is log base x of a plus log base x of x. So that gives me half of log base x of a plus half of log base x of x. What's log base x of x though? Well, think about the question, the logarithm question. That's saying x to the power of what equals x? Well, x to the power of 1 is x. So whatever number x is, log base x of x is always 1. That's a really, really useful one to remember. So what I've got is half log base x of a plus half times 1, which is half. Okay, hope that's been useful to see. We're going to use all of those in the next couple of videos when we look at logarithm equations. So I'll see you there.